I am trying to lessen the incidence of paleo fallout. We don't hear about the failure rate for the paleo way of eating. I'm not saying the eating style is a failure, but rather that the rates of latching onto it as a newbie and successfully turning it into a permanent way of life might be lower than we think. We don't know. All we see on the blogs are story after story of how fantastic eating that way is. And it is. But do we really think that switching over to this way of life is easy, and people all over the world are having no trouble at all with it, and everybody converts? Without any figures to back me up, I'm going to say, no. So how do you make a paleo book that would appeal to and succeed for someone who says they're open to making a lifestyle change as long as they don't have to give up ding-dongs, or who can't see themselves giving up their morning whole wheat toast that they proudly slather with fat-free margarine because it is made from healthy whole grains, or who says they can eat right all day long, but when 8 p.m. rolls around each night and they start thinking about ice cream, they cannot seem to resist the temptation to indulge in it. Fair questions, to be sure, and they are tough questions on top of that. The answer is to take an almost anti-paleo angle at first. Paleo adaptation is packaged as an all-at-once, take no prisoners, all-or-nothing approach to making an eating change. Take a close look at paleo books written to date. None of them really present an easy assimilation into the lifestyle. Sugar is bad. Beans are bad. Grains are bad. Deal with it. Drop it all now and make the switch, or you will stay fat, sick, and unhappy. Good luck with that. This strategy simply won't work where we are at as a society today, and we have the psychology of the human being to thank for it. Take a strict paleo approach and tell someone as described above that it is time to get rid of their comfort foods and make a switch to a more obedient, conscientious way of thinking about food, and you will surely produce someone with dug-in heels and a devout resistance to anything you're trying to sell. Guaranteed. We love our comfort foods. They fulfill so much more for our bodies and for our psyche than just providing us with nutrients. They are powerful and misunderstood, but we'll get to that in a minute. For most, they are the reason the heels get dug in the first place. It feels as though, as much as we know we should give these foods up, we can't ever see ourselves living without certain ones. Compounding the problem with these comfort foods even further is the one thing we haven't addressed yet, which is the prime focus of this book itself. It is a problem so underappreciated that it is nearly non-existent as a news item, but still is a very real condition in the world of nutrition and self-healing. We may very well be addicted to our favorite foods. I mean this in a very literal sense. I'm talking about food addictions and the process of becoming addicted. Addicted as in the same way a drug addict or alcohol abuser becomes hooked on the chemicals that alter their own brain's chemistry to produce an effect. This is the same effect that they rely on the drug that they covet to produce for them again and again. This is no joke. Plenty of research has been done to confirm the fact that receptors in the human brain respond very similarly when fed both substances, illicit drugs or alcohol, or processed refined foods, primarily grain flours and sugars. These receptors also react the same way by creating withdrawal symptoms when repeated long-term use of either of these substances suddenly ceases. There are treatment facilities, or rehab centers, if you will, for food addictions springing up all across the country. Don't believe me? Consult the search engines. It is a very real problem. The symptoms of food withdrawal are not at all unlike those that drug or alcohol withdrawal can produce. Dizziness, insomnia, diarrhea, stomach pain, headaches, etc. Not to mention unbearable cravings for the substance, or in this case, the food ingredient, that one is trying to recover from.